Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Brittany Summer, and I'm doing a recap on Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 1, and it's called Home Sweet Home. Yes, let's get into this breakdown. Just recap. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And you guys, let's get started on this recap because this episode gave us everything we motherfucking needed. Okay, so if y'all remember, in the last episode of Season 2, the Italians came and shot up everybody. Everybody got shot at. And Marvin got hit. Uncle Marvin, he got hit. So when he got hit, he was in the project, so he started knocking on everybody's door, whatever. And one of the next door neighbors opened their door and was like, yo, come with me. He's crippled, he's in a wheelchair, even though, a help is help. So Marvin went in the house. So now, starting off, now they're driving, and Marvin is like trying to patch up the gun wound with freaking tissue and duct tape. But the good news is the bullet went straight through. So I guess that's good. I've never been shot before, so I guess that's good news that if you get shot, the bullet goes straight through. Yeah, of course it's good news because they don't have to take the bullet out. But yeah, it went straight through. And Marvin was like, yo, the fuck, I got shot, whatever. And then it goes to Raquel. So Raquel's in the hospital because she got shot too. And, of course the police is going to come and talk to her about like all the shootings because there's a lot of dead bodies everywhere. So of course the cops is going to show up. So now they ask her questions and she gives them a clean story. She did not put Unique name involved. Like she was not snitching on Unique because Unique did kill the person that shot her. And the cops was like, okay, cool. You told us a story. Tell us again. Raquel was like, I'm not going to tell y'all one more time. Like I told y'all 3 times. That's it. But I'm going to say it one more time. Get your story. Leave me the fuck alone. So as she's telling the story, her baby father, the cop Howard, which is her baby father, which is Kanan's father, comes in and say because she's trying to put all the blame on Crown, and he basically like, yeah, y'all know Crown is da 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 da, like he's never on point with his stuff, like he stayed lying and switching up, so I believe her, whatever. So the cops is like, okay, let's see if your story checks out because we're asking your brother right now. And the brother said the same shit that Raquel says. So their story checks out, bam. So now I'll go back to Marvin. See, my thing is Marvin is shot and he is in pain. But here he is picking up boxes and putting them in the guy that saved his life trunk. So I'm like, son, you must be bleeding out right now. How do you have the energy to do that? But hey, I guess it was to save the family. I guess it's evidence that he didn't want nobody to know about. So he moved all of that out of the warehouse that they had all the stash at, and he put it in the trunk. I'm like, go ahead, Marvin. You making sure if something go left, they don't got no evidence. So I was happy Marvin did that, even though he had a whole bullet wound. Go ahead, boy. Now, here where it gets a little bit interesting because now Joey Badass, which is Unique, he gets home and his baby mother was like, yo, you didn't tell me your brother Ronnie got out because, Unique was like, who is that in the kitchen? And she was like, it's your brother Ronnie. So Unique goes to Ronnie. He's like, yo, I thought you was going to get out last week. And he said, nah. And he was like, all right, you haven't seen me in that long. You ain't going to give your little brother a hug, whatever. The brother was like, Ronnie was like, I don't want my cereal to get soft. So we all know how eating cereal, you'll leave it for 2 minutes and that shit be soggy as hell. So I was getting his drift, but I'm like, at the end of the day, you haven't seen your brother in mad long. Give him a hug. So then Ronnie's like, oh, I see you got a cut on your hand. And he was like, yeah, I cut my hand in on the car door or whatever. And he was like, you still bullshitting. So the vibes is giving me between the brothers, between Ronnie and Unique, is basically the brother wants his spot back, but he's trying to figure out how would he get it back. And Unique is trying to keep his spot and not have to deal with his brother in some type of ways. Because the brother was basically saying that he don't like the fact that Raquel is basically a woman, and she's taking over everything, and she got his brother working in New Jersey, like selling nickel bags and shit, and they used to run the shit. And Unique is telling him, like, yo, you gotta chill. Like, it's not the way it is anymore back in the days when you was working here. Like, we gotta do shit undercover now. We gotta move slow. And the cops is on this, so you have to relax. And Ronnie was like, yeah, whatever you say. So you could tell the tension is high. And I feel like both of them is waiting for the next one to, like, pop off in a way. Okay, so last season with the cop, Brooke, like, she was getting on my nerve then. Because she wouldn't jump off Howard's dick. Like, she would not jump off. She was fucking fiending. And for her to be his partner, it's never that fucking deep, bitch. It's never that deep. Find something else to play with. Like, why are you fiending? So now we in season 3, and she's still on the same bullshit. So they're at the hospital. The cops is at the hospital. They got the sheriff, like the chief policeman, like all of them's talking. Howard is in there, whatever. And he's like, you know what? I want all hands on deck, whatever, so I'm here to help. She comes out of nowhere. Brooks come out of nowhere talking about, oh, this shit is deeper than y'all think. Howard is not who y'all think it is. And everybody's looking at her like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's not about Howard right now. She's like, y'all don't know, da, 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 da. Like, this wilding the fuck out. Like, go sit down. So the chief of police take her outside and was like, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. You're fucking fired. Like, you're suspended. Give me your badge. Give me your fucking keys. Go the fuck home. Just go home. And she's like, you don't understand. Like, he's not what he is. This all plays out to him. It's like, nobody gives a fuck but you, honey. Nobody's on the same wave, girl. Like, just give it up. Like, you're destined for failure right now. Like, girl. So, yeah, she got fired. Good for her, as she should. She should have stepped the fuck back. She should have went home. She should have drunk some tea, you know, and call it a day. But you're fucking fiending. So now, here, you're fired. All right, so the next scene, Marvin, Jukebox, Raquel, and Kanan walks into the mother's new house, and she's like, dang, I gotta unpack all this shit, whatever. And Marvin's like, yeah, that's why you have Kanan. Kanan's gonna help you unpack all of this. Kanan was like, straight up, I don't live here. Like, she's gonna have to use that one arm that she have and unpack this shit by herself. And Marvin was like, you know what? I gotta breathe. Like, I'm gonna take a step back. I gotta breathe because I'm about to get angry as fuck. Because y'all know he in anger management. So this is where, in the trailer, Raquel was like, we need to talk and I want to get this all out. So she's basically saying at the dinner table, I'm done. I'm out the game. I don't want to do this shit no more. I just want to build and I want to reconnect with my family. La la la, blah blah blah. And Kanan was like, I don't believe you because everything that comes out your mouth is bullshit. So you could miss me with that shit. And she's like, Kanan, just relax. I mean it. And he don't believe her. Would y'all believe her? Would y'all believe Raquel if she was your mother and she was like, I'm out the game? Would y'all believe her? Because I wouldn't. I would not believe her neither. I'm like, bitch, how you going to afford this house? At that point, Kanan is like, you know what? The only reason why I came to the hospital is because I need to keep up the story with this crown shit you and my father put out in the air, whatever. And Uncle Marvin was like, your father? What the fuck your father got to do with this? Then Kanan goes, oh, you didn't know? You didn't know who my father was? You not going to tell him? Mom, you not going to tell him who my father really is? Raquel says, when the time right, we're going to all have that conversation. So, you know, Kanan got up and walked away. She tells Jukebox to go talk to him. So Jukebox goes and Marvin is like, okay, your baby father is dead, so what the fuck he got to do with all of this? At that point, you see Raquel's really about to tell him what's really going on. Outside, there's Jukebox and Kanan discussing his mother, Raquel. And he's like, you know, I'm not trying to sit down and listen to all her bullshit. She stay lying. She talking about she out the game, knowing damn well she is the motherfucking game. And I don't got no time for it. So Jukebox is like, you know, give her another chance because she sound like she being real in there, whatever. And Kanan's like, no, because don't you realize that your mother's gone because of her? Like, for somehow, some way, your mother got wrapped up in her shit and now she's dead. But, okay, you want to give my mother another chance. You could go right ahead. I'm not doing it. So Raquel was like, Raquel didn't really say anything. And then that's when Kanan said, I'm outie. And I swear to God, when he said I'm outie, I was just like, they couldn't write nothing else for his exit. It had to be I'm outie. Like, dead ass. Like, out of everything, I'm outie was it? Nah. Could it be? Nah, not at all. Next. Rewrite that. That part. Just that part alone. The outie part need to go. Back inside, there is Marvin and Raquel discussing what she just basically told him, that the cop, Howard, is her baby father. And Marvin is like, does Lou know? And Raquel says, no, because if he found out this, he will fucking hate me even more. And, I'm not trying to hide that. That's when Jukebox walks in and Raquel realized that, okay, Kanan is really upset because if he wasn't, he'd probably come back inside, but he didn't. Sad face. Then it goes to Famous and Kanan. They're at Famous' apartment, and they're basically talking about how they get in so many eviction notice, and they have to find a way to pay the bills. And Kanan was like, how about we go to your weed man and see if he could spot us, and that way we could sell weed for him, whatever. Famous is like, do you realize that I'm not a good drug dealer? Like, that's not what I'm about. Like, I suck at it. I think that's a bad idea. And Kanan was like, nigga, if you want to stay in this apartment, we got to get some money. So this is how we could make money. We could do our own shit. They decide to go to Famous drug dealer, basically. And his drug dealer was like, nah, kid. Like, first of all, Famous stays smoking up all my weed. So I know for a fact, if I give him weed to smoke, he's going to smoke his supply. And I don't have time for that. So good luck with finding somebody to supply out with good drugs, because it's not going to be me. I don't have time for it. I honestly feel like Kanan is going to go to his uncle's for, like, weed or, like, drugs. Or he probably is going to just take it. When he took it before, I think he's just going to take it again. And that's how he's going to start his drug game. Nah. This part really pissed me off, because I know, first of all, Raquel be ODing, yes. Especially on Lou. She really be talking to Lou like mad dirty. So I understand where his frustration and anger is coming from. But this part right here, what y'all going through right now, I feel like y'all need to stick together. So Lou is really, really, really upset. And Marvin is telling him, like, everything that's going on. And he's not feeling it. He's not feeling Raquel. He's like, fuck her. Like, fuck Rock. I don't give a fuck what she going through. Like, she could say she's out the game and it's okay. But when I say I'm out the game, she says she own me. Because she needs you, basically. Like, it's clear that she need both of y'all. Because without y'all, like, what do she have? You feel me? And yeah, Lou is not feeling it. Like, he don't give a fuck right now. And it hurts, because I need them to stick together right now to survive. Like, this is like a moment where it's time for them to, like, stick together. Like, family, stick together. No beef in between or inside the circle, please. Marvin was like, oh, it's a liquor talking. And Lou was like, nah, this is on me. I bet she didn't tell you about Scrap. So Scrap was the homeboy in the last season that, like, basically was they ride or die, day one, whatever. And Raquel thought he was a snitch. They all thought he was a snitch. But she found out he wasn't snitching. And she killed him. She killed him before she found out that he was a snitch. But at the end of the day, the homeboy was telling the truth. And they did not believe him. And she killed him. So Lou is telling Marvin that Scrap was no snitch. Even though Lou felt like he was, at the end of the day, he wasn't no snitch, and Val killed him. And he was, like, one of their day ones. I feel like Lou was taking that really personally, because he took their word that Scrap was a snitch, and he really wasn't. They made a horrible mistake. Now, at this point, Raquel and Howard meets up to talk about Kanan. So Howard feel like, Kanan, at this point, he's really, 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 like, losing his shit. He can't trust nobody. I want him to trust us and see that we are on the same page. He needs consistency, and he needs the truth. And I feel like we need to give that to him so he could trust us, or even trust you. And Raquel was like, oh, we're not on the same page, la, la, la. Like, my son won't talk. And Howard's like, he will talk to me, and I want him to know that we're on the same page. Now they both end up at famous apartment where Kanan is staying, and when they knock on the door, famous is like, "Yo, is your mom with the ops, yo?" Like, because mind you, famous don't know that's his father. So when they walk in, um, basically Howard is telling famous like, "Yo, you gotta dip. I want to talk to Kanan. Like, we want to talk to Kanan." And famous is like, "What are you talking about? This is my crib. Like, what the fuck?" So the mother pull out some cash and give it to him, and he leaves. Like, he's like, "Oh, he gonna get some food," and he leaves. Then Kanan says, "So what's up? Y'all back together?" Knowing damn well they are not back together. Clearly not. Now it goes to Marvin. Marvin got a box of his baby mother's belongings, which is Jukebox mom, because she passed. And he's looking through the stuff, and Jukebox come home, and she's like, "Oh, what's this?" So Marvin explains to her, like, "Hey, people from the church came by to drop off some of your mother's belongings, and they said she left it for you." And this part was really, really sweet because you never really see Marvin show Jukebox affection in like a fatherly love way. And in this scene, he showed that like she looked like she was really sad, and he was like, "Hey, if you would like, I could go to the funeral with you." And he got up and he gave her a hug, and she was crying. So I love that he's showing more affection towards her, because I feel like that's what she kind of wanted and needed, especially in last season. She needed all the type of love. So now, instead of going to the funeral, because Marvin went to the funeral, but Jukebox didn't. She just laid out all her mother belongings around her, her Bible, and just laid on the floor and basically just like, to me, it looked like she was meditating, like taking a deep breath and relaxing on her mother's belongings, which was really peaceful and nice to do for her mother's passing. Okay, so now it goes back to Kanan and his dad and his mom, Raquel and Howard, at Famous apartment. Howard starts to explain, like, we need to start moving as a unit and keeping our circle small and quiet, because shit is getting real. The FBI is involved, and we don't know nobody on our radar, right? And Kanan makes a good point when he says, "What about the white cop that stay fucking fiending? She knows a lot of shit about all of us. She pulled up on me a couple of days ago and was telling me how she know that you're my dad and da 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 and blase blase. Like, at the end of the day, we can keep shit quiet, but that bitch know a lot of shit." Then Howard says, "You know what? She's not even on the job. She's suspended. So, like, you know what? She's not going to say nothing." And then Kanan goes, "Just because she's suspended, that doesn't change what the fuck she knows." Which is facts, because she's fucking fiending. Howard says he's going to handle it. Y'all don't worry about it. Everything's going to be good. We all know what the fuck that meant when he said he handled it. Because I thought, okay, he's probably just going to tell her to shut the fuck up, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It'll just, like, try to tell her, like, calm down. I'm on your side. Like, just relax. Like, you don't have to dig inside my life. So Raquel tells Kanan, like, we're going to fix this. Like, don't worry about it. And Kanan goes, "Yeah, like, you're so good at fixing shit." And he turns to Howard and says, "Son, your partner, she's going to fuck us all up. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter if she's a cop or not. She know the score or whatever." And Howard just looked at him. He was like, "Both of y'all just keep your mouth shut. Stay low. Don't get no bullshit." And he walked out. Then it goes to a unique apartment, and he's with his baby mother. And his baby mother is showing concern that she don't like the fact that his brother is staying with them and how long he's going to be staying with them, because she don't want him around her child. She don't feel comfortable with him there with her and the child. Like, he needs to go. And Unica's like, "Son, that's my brother. He's cool. He stayed by himself. I know he's a little crazy, but he has to stay here. He has nowhere to go. Trust me, I'm going to find a place for him. Just relax." So after that, Unique leaves and find his ass at Raquel's house. So now that he's at Raquel's house, clearly they have like some type of connection, some type of vibe between each other, and they end up having sex. Whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop. I'm not gonna lie, I do like them together, but the fact that he has a whole baby mother and he's with his baby mother, just a little turn off. But them together is cute. I kind of like it. Sad face. The next scene is Kanan basically walking into their old house. And basically, who's there? Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou is there and he's drinking like usually in this whole episode. He's drunk. And he start like, spilling his beans, his heart out to Kanan about his mom. About Kanan's mom, Raquel. Soon as Kanan like walks in the house, Lou was like, yeah, this is where I grew up, and Raquel is selling it because it don't mean nothing to her, but it means something to me, and she don't care about nobody but herself. Just going the fuck off, knowing, Kanan is upset with his mother too, so he's basically going to back him up with all the bullshit he's saying. So Lou tells Kanan that his mom is the one that put down D-Wiz, and Kanan was like, yeah, I know. Lou was like, did you know that she asked me to do it? Did you know that I was the one who did it? So Kanan was like, you could have said no. Like, I could have said no too when she asked me to do dumb shit also. At the end of the day, Uncle Lou is like so fucking broken when it comes to his sister. And I feel like he needs to heal. She needs to really deeply, truly look him in the eyes and fucking apologize. Because she OD'd on him. Like, the way she talks to him, the way she treats him is fucking OD. And this man is, like, spiraling. Like, fuck, girl. You need a strong unit, a strong foundation, and you fucking up your shit. Now, here goes Howard calling Brooke to tell her, like, hey, we need to talk. This shit has gone too far. Mind you, he's calling on a motherfucking payphone. So that says it fucking all. Like, why? You got her number, kid? Why you calling her on a payphone? Okay. So, yeah, he calls her talking about, oh, it's going on too long. Like, we need to talk and figure out what's going on between us. You my partner. Like, I fuck with you. And basically plan on meeting up with her. So they meet up. Howard, like, parks, like, a little farther down from her. So he got to walk to her car. She sees him coming. She have her gun. She cock her gun back, Put her hands, like, down so he won't see her gun. He gets in the car. They start talking. So Howard goes, okay, I want to help you get your job back because this is fucked up and I want this to be over. I can help you get your job back, but I can't help you get your girl back. So I don't know what you think you know about me, but it's never that fucking deep, right? She goes, I want this to be over. Also, my life is shit right now, and, I do care about what's going on right now because that's why I'm in this predicament. I care way too much. So she runs down all the shit that she got on this nigga. Like, who does that? Like, who does that? Girl, if you know this man is as dangerous as you say he motherfucking is, why are you naming 1 to 10 all the shit that you got on him, bro? Like, what? Okay. So when she finished naming all the shit, right, she goes, oh, and, like, you covered up all the shit by having Sam killed. And I think Sam was, like, one of their partners, like a police officer or some shit like that. And she was like, and if you kill Sam, imagine what else you would do, right? So he showed you what he could do. He killed your ass. Like, he showed you. And I was waiting for it. I was like, bro, you heard her talk all her shit. Just kill her already. Because at this point, we're all tired. We're all tired of hearing her bullshit. We get it, bitch. So what? So what? So what? So what? So what? So what? Literally, on our Sierra shit. So the fuck what? And he kills her. Thank you. So he goes to her pockets. She's recording him. But my thing is, and he wiped down everything, he found the recorder, he took the recorder, he wiped down all the cards and shit like that, he wiped his face off, like all that shit, good. But what if she told somebody she was meeting with you that night? Because she seemed like she was like dying all her eyes. Because everybody thinks she fucking crazy already. So what if she told somebody like, hey, I'm going to meet with Howard. If I don't come back, he did it. You feel me? So Howard, good luck, but I remember in Power, 50 Cent, Kanan, basically said that his daddy was always in jail. His father was always in jail. Or maybe he was about. But anywho's, hopefully he get off because goodness gracious, it'll suck if he got caught killing her. Like, wow. So yeah, he did his job. When I tell you this first episode was everything we needed, like everything. I feel like it started off with good storylines. You know what I mean? A lot of action, enough action. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it was just right. I can't wait for the next episode. Cause my gosh. All right, Howard. All right, Howard. Okay, you guys, that was my recap of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Episode 1, Home Sweet Home. And yeah, I love that, you guys. Thank you guys for listening. You guys comment of what y'all think is going to happen in the next episode. Let me know what y'all think, how the recap was, if I missed anything important to you guys. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Subscribe. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.